Thank you, Can Corlett. First of all, can I say that I'm very happy to welcome our new colleague, Deputy Ivana Bacik. I know you'll make a positive contribution, and I want to wish you well. Now, Taoiseach, I have raised this issue with you several times, and the only reason I'm raising it again is because it's an urgent matter and the right decisions can still be taken. And I'm speaking about the need for a new Garda station in Sligo. Now, let me be clear, Taoiseach, I'm not asking you to intervene in an operational decision taken by the Garda Commissioner to restructure divisions as part of the new operating model. However, as soon as the Commissioner took that decision, the plans to build a new Garda station in Sligo were scrapped. Yet, Taoiseach, before Christmas 2019, the OPW deemed Sligo Garda station unfit for purpose. The restructuring of the Garda divisions meant approximately 10 staff would move from Sligo, but the new operating model means additional staff are coming to Sligo. In fact, in a recent response, you told me 20 new staff were coming. So we'll have more staff under the current regime than the old one. So this station is unfit for purpose. It was built in the 1840s, and while some refurbishment has taken place, the building is still totally inadequate. First of all, it's too small. It's a warren of rooms and stairs, small pokey offices, porta cabins out the back. The footprint of the building is just too small. Also, Taoiseach, can I say that the facilities within the rooms are just not fit for purpose? I visited 2 weeks ago with my colleague, Marie Casserly, and it's not an exaggeration to say I was shocked. For example, the scene of crimes unit, where the equipment necessary to solve crimes is housed and the personnel is beyond belief. I don't know how anyone works in it, let alone solve a crime. Also, Sligo Gardaí has submitted a brief for the refurbishment of the station, and 40% of their requirements are not being met. There's a long list. Taoiseach, a new site was purchased, plans were drawn up, Sligo was part of a PPP with Macroom and Clonmel, but it's now dropped, and the money has gone elsewhere. The decision not to proceed with a Garda station in Sligo was not operational, it was financial, and I'm asking you, Taoiseach, to look at that again.
Thank you, Deputy Harkin. Taoiseach.
Well, I thank the Deputy for raising this important issue with me, but as I said to the Deputy before, the Garda Commissioner is responsible for the management and administration of An Garda Síochána, including the Garda estate. The Deputy will be aware that the Office of Public Works has responsibility for the provision and maintenance of Garda accommodation. Works on the Garda accommodation are progressed by the Garda authorities, working in close cooperation with the OPW. The determination of the need for the development of a new Garda station in any location is considered by the Garda Commissioner in the context of the overall accommodation requirements arising from the ongoing expansion of the Garda workforce and the availability of capital funding, as well as the implementation of the recommendations of the Commission on the Future of Policing in Ireland. Now, my understanding is that one of the key recommendations of the Commission was the introduction of a new Garda operating model, which was announced by the Commissioner in 2019. And as part of this reform, I'm informed the Commissioner decided not to progress a new bill for Sligo Garda station, taking account of a range of factors, most pertinent of which, from the Commissioner's perspective, was the decision to create a new three-county division, Donegal, Sligo, Leitrim, with the divisional headquarters based in Letterkenny. And instead, I understand that An Garda Síochána has invested and continues to invest significant funding in refurbishing the current Garda station in Sligo, and that further upgrade works are currently underway, including the provision of a new cell block to allow for additional capacity, improved custody management facilities. And I also understand, and I'm informed, that the planned works include a combination of the scenes of crime unit. I think it's important, Deputy, this is not a decision of finance or lack of resources from government. This is an operational decision taken by the Garda Commissioner in his capacity as accounting officer and as the person responsible by law for the allocation of Garda resources. and the decision was taken in the context of the significant reorganisation of Garda resources, which underpins the new Garda Síochána operating model. That's a decision that the Garda Commissioner has taken. I understand there's been refurbishment carried out and that there's further significant upgrades to be carried out to what is, I agree, a very old building indeed, and that work is going to continue, Deputy. And I'll provide you with further timelines, and your colleagues in the Oireachtas with further timelines in relation to that upgrade. But that is the current position.
Thank you, Taoiseach. Deputy Harkin.
Thank you, Can Corla. Taoiseach, you spoke about the OPW. They deemed that building unfit for purpose in December 2019. The Commissioner then made changes around the operational model. I'm not asking you to interfere. But what I am saying is nothing has changed. The footprint of that building is too small. It's a warren of rooms. And despite the fact that some refurbishment has taken place, it simply is still totally unsuitable. And Taoiseach, there will be more staff in Sligo Garda Station, not less. So if it was too small in the first place, it's certainly too small now. We need a proper cost-benefit analysis. I'm asking, will you ensure a proper cost-benefit analysis on the refurbishment that is compliant with the public spending code? Because we don't have one. We're not getting value for money. And Taoiseach, if you were to come to Sligo Garda Station, and I'm inviting you when you can, you will see for yourself that what I'm saying is not grandstanding. It's about a Garda station that's totally unfit for purpose.
Taoiseach, to conclude.
I accept that you're not grandstanding, and I know that other deputies in the House have raised this issue with me also. And it seems that obviously I get the sense from you that Gardaí locally are clearly very concerned about this. The issue for government is that the Commissioner has made a decision in respect of the new operating model, and in light of that operating model has made a decision in terms of the capital works across the three areas in that one division. And that seems to be the challenge and the difficulty, and that they're now concentrating on an upgrade of the existing facility in Sligo, and that the Garda Estate Management have conducted an operational review, and are requesting that the contract to refurbish be amended to provide 2 additional cells. Works are proposed to redevelop the remainder of the station. These works are currently being assessed between Garda Estate Management, local management and the Office of Public Works. As the scope of this work has not yet been finalised, we're not in a position to provide timelines or costs for same, but we will keep the deputies and Oireachtas members informed.